This is Steamframe.
What is up, everybody? Butters here, and there is a new headset coming. I am very excited about this headset, but it seems as though there may be some confusion amongst the VR community on who even wants this? Who cares to even buy this headset? Well, hopefully today's video can kind of help explain why this headset, even if it is more than a Meta Quest 3 with similar stats, is going to change VR for a lot of people that maybe even haven't entered the space, as well as those who are already in the space. My first thought when I saw this headset kind of made me think of where the Valve Index players currently are. A lot of them would say, oh, we don't need wireless, we don't care about that, and we're very adamant about things like eye tracking. And it seems as though Valve has listened. Do those people also want face tracking in some form? They do, but Valve has added the ability to have an expansion module to be able to add something like face tracking on their own or from a third-party distributor. That is one critical difference between the Steamframe and something like the Quest 3. This is going to continually be the comparison, especially since a lot of the time these are in the, I would say, probably entry-level price range. I know that there's the Pico out there, you can't get that in North America, but also the big thing here is people don't want to deal with meta and data collection and all that stuff, and they don't want a whole new library. They've already established their libraries on Steam. But back to the original point here, Steam allows open source. They don't shut everything off to the consumer. They let them do whatever they want with their headset. So some of the things that have already been said that are compatible with this or capable of happening with this headset are things like smell-o-vision, additional cameras that have color pass-through if you would like. Now, yes, you don't have color pass-through built into the Steamframe, but that's not why the Steamframe is being made. Meta has shifted completely to the XR model, where you have mixed reality, augmented reality, virtual reality, all kind of snugged into one package. And yes, that package is $500. This might be upwards of $1,000 starting price. I'm not sure it's going to be that high. I really personally can't expect it to be more than $800 for me to justify this personally, but others will at $1,000, and that's completely fine. Everybody is different. The fact of the matter is this is a gaming VR unit first. Valve is not worried about mixed reality. They don't care about augmented. This is not a device that they wanted to focus on for those things. This is about gaming. Valve, Steam are about gaming. So when you see that there's monochrome for the pass-through, I wouldn't complain about that if you want to focus on gaming. Now, if you're someone who just wants to use this, like watch TV and stuff like that, you can do that too. If you want to play flat games on it, you can do that too. But you're not going to have that color pass-through. Is it the end of the world? For me personally, whatever. Oh no, black and white. It's scary. I don't know. The monochrome doesn't really bother me because I'm going to be playing VR. I'm not necessarily a mixed reality person. I'm not saying that I don't do it on my Quest 3, but I am first and foremost a VR gaming individual. One of the cool things that the monochrome cameras really let you do and make it kind of easier for you to do is infrared sensors or emitters that are actually built into the front of the Steamframe. It makes it easier to kind of track your room. And I think that's another aspect of why they decided to go with those monochrome cameras. You can turn the lights off and still continue to game. Now, it's not like you can see the world anyway, so you're still going to run into stuff even if the lights are on. I still think it's important that you will have the ability to turn your lights off and still have the headset track your controllers. And this may be a little biased, I'm not sure if the next statement that I'm going to say is true per se, but to me, anecdotally, it kind of feels like this is what happened. And ever since Meta changed the look of the controllers, as well as the pass-through cameras to color on the Quest 3, I feel as though I'm not getting tracking as well as I did with my Quest 2. I'm not sure if that has to do with the cameras or if it has to do with the controller specifically, but what I do know is that Valve goes through very rigorous testing whenever they do anything as it pertains to a product from them, whether that be a game or a physical product. Valve is very, very intentional about how they do things and how those products are both tested and released and deployed into consumer hands. If they made the product, we know it's been made with care. If you ever wonder why, just look into how much testing they did for Half-Life Alyx, and then it'll help you kind of realize where they come from with product development and software development. They want to make sure that their product is the best it can possibly be for the need that it's trying to fill. In short, this headset is for the people who want to focus on VR, the people who want to tinker and have a good time in the back end and kind of deep dive into what this headset can do. It's also for those who just don't want to be part of Meta's ecosystem because they already have an established library somewhere else. You'll be able to play all of your Steam games on this. You can stream them from your PC, or if they are supported on Steam Deck and eventually the Steamframe, you'll be able to play those just on headsets, sitting in bed. You'll be able to connect the Steam controller to this headset and just play games, as well as more than likely an Xbox controller, because that's what they show in the videos, being connected to the the Steam the Steam machine. I almost called it a workbench. I don't know why. But that being said, these are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name is Butters with an O. I want to thank all of you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next video.